Hello everyone. Today I'll be showing you the demo of the POSH deploy tool. I have it open right here on my IAC. So let me quickly go ahead and run it. So at if you run the POSH deploy for the first time, it will create a psdeploy.csv to record all the actions it performed. And later moving on, it requires one key piece of information is a config manager server having the SMS provider installed. So if you don't know how to get this key piece of information, you can probably head over to your console to administration tab on the site configuration sites. On your site, right click properties, and at the end you'll see the SMS provider location, which is right here. So once you have that information, you can key that server name over here. If you have a set of alternate credentials which you want to specify to connect to that config manager server over WMI, you can do that using this checkbox. And after you have done that, you need to hit test SMS connection, because if you see right now this particular button action is disabled. Once I do that, it gets activated. Okay, right now I don't have any connections list. So how does the tool work is it dumps all the collections you have uh, into CSV in your local machine. So it essentially puts everything over here in the documents folder for the user who is running the tool. So if you see there's a psdeploy.csv created, and if I hit sync collections list, it goes over to the SEC config manager server and does retrieve everything over here. And notice that the collections having matching the pattern all star doesn't show up here. That's just a precaution I took so that we don't want people to screw up those collections. So if you see that the pattern all star are dropped. Okay, right now we have everything right now. So before we head on to the actual demo of the tool, I wanted to show you something. uh, I have a collection called test collection. It already has a query membership rule in it. Okay, and it only has one machine name in it. Show that. If you go ahead and see, it only has a null and a machine name called xdc in it. So that's why you see this machine showing up here. It doesn't have a client installed right now. It's only been discovered. So when I do a add operation on it, right? So if you see, it also has a search capability, the grid view. If I do that, I will double click on a row, grid row, it gets selected. And if here are all the selected collections listed. So if I double click on a selected collection, it removes everything. So I can clear using this and also. Okay. And so once I have that, I selected the collection. I can give the machine name. So I'm giving the config manager server name, because I only have two machines over here. So just let me go ahead and do that. Okay, so if you head back over to the test one, it already has the machine in it. So if I look at the query rules for that, it already has an automated query rule, and we have created a direct membership rule for text ACCM. So what it does, it checks. It'll just while adding the machine names, it will only interact with the automated query rule, but while removing those, it will remove from all the query rules. And the point to note here is it won't interact with the direct membership query rules. It will only interact with the query membership rules. You can probably play around the tool and modify it to your needs. So after everything is done, I click on add. And if I go to the console, you'll see the real-time things happening over here. So the collection is not ready right now, so it's checking that. Okay, it's doing its magic. Okay, so head back to test collection. You'll be seeing the machine show up in a moment. Okay, it's there. So if you go to the properties back, you'll see there's another query members rule created over here. So the query membership rule is in some pattern. It always have has this null. So even if there are, even if you remove all the machine names from it, you don't have to worry. So moving on, you see that if you go to test one properties, yeah, there was already a membership rule for that. So if the machine is already in it, if the machine is already in the automated query rule, it doesn't do anything. It won't add it again and again. It will look for the machine name in the query rule itself. Okay, so if I head back to the last, okay, so it's done. And after the machine names are added to the query membership rule, you'll see in the logs, you'll check if the machine is online. If it is online, it will do a machine policy refresh on it and do few service checks on it. It checks for a few services which are required, like remote registry, Windows management service, automatic updates, plus you can probably tweak those as per your needs. So the deployment is on. I'm seeing and machine popping up over here. So how do you go ahead and remove that? And suppose you want to remove that particular machine name from there, you'll just uncheck this one and check this one and you do a remove. If you don't want to see the real-time information, it's probably available on the console window. And as already mentioned in my previous post, you can wrap this PowerShell script as an exe using Power GUI and permanently close the console. So that probably threw up because it had a direct membership query rule and it threw some error. So the SCCM is removed, and if you go back here, right, the this particular thing still reflects because that's a direct membership. It's not a query based membership. If you look at this, we had a fixed SCCM over here, so that will probably would have been removed. See, okay. So bottom line is the tool only interacts with the query membership rule, not with the direct membership rules. So it will throw you those errors at times. So you don't have to worry. So either you can follow a particular guide, a particular set of guidelines where you just use query membership rules for adding machine names to the collection. Okay, and this is just a short intro to the tool. If you have any more questions or any feedback or any bugs you encountered, you can probably let me know and I'll try to fix fix them or probably get back to you as soon as possible. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.